Here's a tree that you used to see a lot more of. This is Chamaecyparis pisifera squarrosa, or the moss falsecypress. And this was really desirable back in the 40s and 50s with this blue color to it, really attractive. And it's very soft looking, and it was used a lot on the estates around the edges, like we have here at Stoneleigh, as a nice barrier between the house and the roadway. The Squarrosa part of it is this here. You see these little awl-shaped needles. That's the Squarrosa. Now, this tree is so old that it's actually sporting, what we call sporting, or changing its form. Here we have one that looks more like plumosa, but in the blue form. And then we have even a flatter one here. And then if we move over here, we actually have the Chamaecyparis pisifera species, which is how this tree started out. But then it became a sport off of this tree. It's really fascinating. Sometimes when you're walking, you might see a tree that has two different types of foliage. It means that it either sported and it's a new sport, or it's a tree that was a sport and reverted back to its parent. This one here is enormous. I just want to show you the scope of this one. Let me step back so you can see this tree. I would say it's about 60 or 70 feet tall, and it has this beautiful straight trunk. But what's really fascinating about all the Chamaecyparis, they love to, as they get older, put their branches down and root. And here you could actually see, if you come in a little closer, you'll actually see these roots in here. Can you see, like right in, let me see if I could show you here. Not able to do it, but they will put down these roots and form another tree. And when the tree is ready or is independent from the parent tree, it'll go vertical, like this one here has. This one here has rooted itself in as a branch and then went vertical, which means it's separate from the parent plant. So if anything happens to the parent, these trees will still survive. A really amazing strategy for plants to reproduce, to assure that they'll have more progeny. And because this tree does not seed, this one here does not put cones on like the species does, the best way for it to reproduce is by putting its branch down and rooting itself. This one here has a lot of sports. Here's the sport parent. And here you could actually see the cones. This is what they look like. Pisifera means small pea-like. So these are the size of a little pea, and that's where it gets its name from. So you'll get Latin names that are derived from other names that look similar or are similar to whatever they're talking about. In this case, it's the seed, pea-like, small pea-like seed, or cones. These are actually cones. And take a look at the bark. It has a beautiful bark. And again, this is Chamaecyparis pisifera squarrosa, the moss falsecypress.